Trusting God's timing. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Grateful Heart. December is here, a month of reflection, anticipation, and sometimes a little impatience as we wait for things to fall into place. But here's a comforting truth: God's timing is never late, and it's always perfect. Today, we'll dive into what it means to trust God's timing, especially when life seems uncertain. Stay with us, this message might be just what your heart needs to hear. As we approach the end of the year, it's natural to reflect on what we've achieved and what still feels unfinished. Maybe you're waiting for a breakthrough, a prayer to be answered, or clarity about the future. It can be tempting to question why things aren't happening as quickly as we'd like. But Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." Today, let's explore how we can lean into God's timing and find peace, even in the waiting. God operates on a divine schedule that we may not always understand. Isaiah 55:8-9 reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways," declares the Lord. Think about the timing of Jesus' birth. The world waited centuries for the promised Messiah, but God chose the perfect moment in history to send His Son. In the same way, His timing in our lives is orchestrated for the best outcomes, whether we see it or not. Trusting His timing means believing that His delays are not denials, but part of His perfect plan. Trusting God's timing doesn't mean sitting still, it means actively leaning into His promises. Stay rooted in prayer. Prayer keeps us connected to God's heart and reminds us of His faithfulness. Look for His hand in small ways. Sometimes, God is working in ways we don't immediately recognize. Look for signs of His provision and grace daily. Surrender your timeline. Let go of the need to control the when and how of your prayers. Say, "God, I trust you to fulfill this in your perfect time." These practices help us remain faithful and patient, knowing that His timing is always better than ours. When we trust God's timing, we often find that what He provides exceeds our expectations. Ephesians 3:20 tells us that God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us. Look at the story of Abraham and Sarah. They waited decades for the fulfillment of God's promise for a son. Though they struggled with doubt, God fulfilled His promise at the exact right moment, bringing Isaac into the world. God's plans are never delayed. They are perfectly timed to align with His purposes for our lives. As we navigate this busy season, let's hold tightly to this truth. God's timing is never wrong, and His plans are always for our good. If this message encouraged you, please like the video, subscribe to Grateful Heart, and click the notification bell to stay connected with us. And we'd love to hear from you. What's one area of your life where you're learning to trust God's timing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has trusting God's timing brought unexpected blessings into your life? Thank you for joining us today. In our next video, we'll talk about how to find true peace during the holiday season, even when life feels chaotic. It's a message you won't want to miss. See you soon.